Founded in 1890, Woodland Life is a member-owned nonprofit
company. Don't forget to stop by the Woodland Life booth at the East Concourse to register to win a family 4-pack of tickets. And now, if you would, please rise and remove for the play of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you sing on the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight fast sleeping, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked them, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We would like to thank our sponsors for this weekend live source, 97.9 Being Hip Hop Station, Dallas Hotel Magazine, Dallas Regional Radio Center, Cornerstone Press, The Marines, Wonderwest Travel.
Thank you for your support. And fans, don't forget to join us after the game in the 8-Second Club for the post party.
Killers looking like Thriller. Ready for the million, talk to myself in the mirror. Is you ready? Jump off in that Bentley with no ceiling. Is you ready? Sick of taking losses, time for winning. They with us, they with us, they know we gon' make dangerous. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready? We came in a seat, what's a cat? No. Bring what you got to the top. You can
scoreboard display is not working. Official timeout. Please make sure to join us after the game begins second floor for the post-game tournament. Don't forget to buy your tickets to our next home game on the way on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tickets are available on Venue. Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tickets are available on their meeting.
¿Está conmigo? Sí, aquí estamos. Estamos... 107 de la
Superstructure violation.
Outlaws foul, follow number 12, Jorge De Leon, is first. second foul. WanderlustTravelandTours.com or call 214-402-2059. Go Outlaws!
after the game in the eighth.
Lunch for the post-game party. Fans, make sure to stop off the southeast corner to our official Outlaws gear shop for everything Mesquite Outlaws. Parents of those little ones. Encores. This year's Mesquite dancers have been training hard and can't
Show you what they prepared. They are
the direction of Megan, Jennifer, and Amber, and are sponsored by Stepping Out Dance Company. Make sure to stick around to watch the dancers at halftime.
right, fans, let's hear you.
Defense! Defense! to the field, the Mesquite Outlaws dancer. Fans, let's hear it for your Mesquite. Stop off in the southeast corner to our official Outlaws gear shop for everything Mesquite Outlaws. And fans, if you want to support your Outlaws all the time, the Outlaws will be selling their official home and away jersey starting next week, so stay tuned. In the meantime, stop off at the merchandise stand in the southeast corner for all things Outlaws.
Back to school. We are going to show you the morning scramble. What's going to happen is these kiddos right here, when I say go, they're going to run as fast as they can to their parents. Their parents are going to put on a t-shirt, a hat, a scarf. Then they're going to race soccer ball in the first pitch. They can win. Anna, Jonah, Noah, and Cooper. You guys make sure to go for a run. Hold on, that was a nice try. All right, guys, get ready. I'll be mark and set. Run! All right, parents, we're gonna skip brush and teeth this morning.
If you're interested in season tickets or season tickets for this year, then go to the financial e-station on the Mesquite website for local standards to book you with tickets to single women or season tickets. We also have our sponsors this year for anything. Let's have Dr. Doodle, Fire Horse Village, Kenny Drive Broadway, Wild Road Prairie, and Hall.
watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Now watch me whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Now watch me. 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 Break your legs, 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 break your legs. I want to bop, 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 bop. Watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Now watch me. 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 Now gotta cut loose.
All right, Outlaw fans, the third quarter's about to begin. Get up, get on your feet, and make some noise for your Mesquite Outlaws! First six, Mitchell Cardini!
scores of the game first in the second half.
Goal scored by number 19, Arthur Evo. The assist to number 7, RJ Lumano. 0-7-7. And fans, don't forget to join us after the game in the 8-second club for the post-game party.
But Arthur Evil. That brought Dallas back to within 2 goals. They took a 1-0 lead on Brown's early goal, but then the Outlaws ruled off 4 straight before Brown scored again to make it 4-2 at intermission. The Outlaws reclaimed a 3-goal lead on the Cardenas goal. Sidekicks down by 2 with 7:24 to play in the third.
And some folks might recognize Sean David, the longtime veteran, number 24 for the Mesquite Outlaws, back in the league. Great to see him back. He was doing really well his final season with the Sidekicks. He was leading them the league in assists there for quite a few games, actually. So, guy who can distribute.
Came up with the Sidekicks back in 2003 as a teenager. Now he's one of the veterans. Saw him and Ricardinho battling for possession earlier in the game. Those two guys are about a combined 75 years old. And with a lot of indoor experience.
Savvy veterans indeed. You see Fabinho on the sideline too for the Sidekicks. He had a successful right knee surgery as well. Was hobbled around, but recovering well. He says he's a coach, but he might get in the mix too.
He's assisting Simone Moses.
Right. Another guy who said he might get in the mix, which was surprising to me, was Mesquite Outlaws goalkeeping coach Sagu. Said he might.
I think that would be on an emergency basis.
Right? He kind of indicated that, but that would be interesting to see as well.
I think the Sidekicks are kind of enjoying the pace of this game as it is right now.
Yeah, they'd love to slow it down. Just this passing possession style. Don't give the knife to the other team.
They don't have to give in right now. Down by only 2. They can maintain their style of play. That ball gets pinballed around, and finally Brown gets to it for the Sidekicks. Brown puts it into space for Hernandez, but it's cleared by the Sidekicks. That's another really nice job by Cortez moving over.
I was just going to say that, exactly. Cortez, he just looks instinctive. You know, it's really impressive for a player who really hasn't had a lot of indoor experience. And, he just looks great back there.
Gamboa with a long, low diagonal ball. It skips past O'Dwyer off the chest of Jones. Cortez finally corrals it.
You could argue the strength of the Outlaws is their target men, both great target men and great defense, right? And you could argue on the flip side with the Sidekicks, they don't have a very deep defense and they don't have that kind of go-to target man, Pete. So it's really interesting to see the mirror image of these two teams are kind of opposite of each other.
Segura playing that one back to Piedra. We haven't seen a lot of Piedra in this game. That's something we've seen from Simone Moses in his now 4th year with the Sidekicks. He'll kind of keep a guy on the bench for the first half and then play him in the second half. Keep a pair of fresh legs.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And here's Christian Quintones as well with the ball. Didn't get a lot of time in the first half either.
Moving up the left flank is Segura. Looking to get the ball cleared is Clark Benning. Benning, one of the former Sidekicks, wearing the Outlaw blue. The birth of a rivalry tonight at Mesquite Arena. Cameron Brown scoring twice in the first half of the Sidekicks, but in between those 2 goals, the Outlaws scored 4 straight. Each team with a tally here in the third. Lovegrove gets shouldered off the ball by Segura. Pete Stein along with Matt Thornton. And Matt, I know you've been calling this a civil war.
Yeah. This is Stavro, the great Nick Stavro's wife, before the game, and she said he was more nervous than she's seen from him in a long time. He just loves these kids. He loves a lot of these guys, you know.
Nick Stavro. As Nunez plays it to the left wing and tees it up perfectly for Clark Bennett.
Of his caliber. I know he and Jamie Lovegrove played together for many, many years, and good to see him get on the scoring sheet.
With 3:15 to play in the third, the Outlaws doubling up the Sidekicks 6-3, and the Outlaws' very first game as a member of the MASL.
A lot of the pundits are picking the Outlaws as a team to make the playoffs this season.
You read the experts in the offseason, they think the Outlaws are a better team than the more established Sidekicks. The Outlaws are the expansion team.
Right.
Jones marking Brown. Sure, they did that in practice for years. Hernandez plays it across to the right side. Luvano trying to play a roll pass. Brown doesn't have the finishing touch. He drives one out of play. Brown's already scored twice today.
Sorry, Pete. Yeah, a lot of respect between Simone Bozas and their systems are great. Was sad to see Tattoo leave the league. Glad to see him back, and both men really admire each other. You could tell in the pregame both conversations I had.
There's a long ball for Lovegrove. Not able to get it settled. He gets spilled. The official says play on.
Oh, and Christian Quintones and Jamie Lovegrove linking up there.
Shot goes just wide left for Mugen. Piedra sends it square to the right side. Aguayo takes a shot. That's blocked by Jones and then grabbed by Cortez. With 2:07 to play in the third, and the Outlaws leading 6-3.
Freddie Mugen back, of course, with the Sidekicks. I think Simone Bozas realized he lost his two target men, and Vic Moraligwe and Anthony Powell said, we need a guy that's got a little more experience, and brought Mugen in.
And Aligwe really developed as a target player last year with the Sidekicks.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the career progression with Powell as well. Very similar styles. Play great with their backs to the goal.
Cortez looking to distribute. That skips out of play, off the foot of Powell. Powell giving Josh Hernandez a little bit of a... Tried to make a meal out of it, but the official's not buying it. Sousa nearly turned it over, but the Sidekicks maintain possession. Luvano has it marked by Lovegrove. Lovegrove chasing the ball as Hernandez moves in. Free kick coming up from Mesquite out of their own end with 57 seconds to play in the third, and the Outlaws leading the Sidekicks 6-3. Shot sails high and wide. That coming off the left foot of Arthur Evo. Evo now with 7 shots.
Again in preseason, how great he was feeling. He just looks like a different player. I almost didn't recognize him. When he started talking to me, I said, oh, Evo, goodness. Really did a lot of hard work in the offseason. It's paying off for him right now.
Final 30 seconds ticking off the third quarter clock as Vic Moraligwe works his way into the corner, draws 2 defenders, and the Sidekicks reclaim possession. Here's Evo approaching the yellow line, marked by Ellis. Gets it on his right foot and then sends one over the goal and out of play.
You know, I feel like I'm reliving my childhood here tonight, Pete, because I used to come to the Mesquite Arena to watch the rodeo,
right?
The professional rodeo world.
Made this arena famous.
It did, and so we used to come out here and play and watch these guys.
Cameron Brown's got his arms flailing like one of those cowboys on a bucking bronco. He's once again not happy with the officiating. He's already got a card for dissent, and it took him forever to get inside the penalty box. And another card is being shown here.
Yeah, I think it was O'Dwyer said.
Come to the end of the third quarter, the Outlaws leading 6-3. It was Brown who opened the scoring. All 9 goals have come even strength in this game. Jorge De Leon scored a pair of goals for the Outlaws at 5:19 and 13:30 of the first. Jamie Lovegrove scored against his former team, assisted by Anthony Powell at 3:30 of the second. And the veteran Sean David made it 4-1 at 10:15 of the second with his first goal of the season. But Brown would score his second goal and bring the Outlaws back to within 2 at halftime, scoring at 13:51 of the second. But Mitchell Cardenas opened the second half with a blistering goal 3 minutes into the third as the Outlaws pushed their lead back to 3. Evo would score for Dallas at 3:31 to make it 5-3. But Clark Benning, assisted by Ramon Nunez, pushing the lead back to 3 goals for the Mesquite Outlaws as he blasted one in from the left wing. And Nunez is a player to keep an eye on. This is a guy that's played in the Olympics and in the World Cup for
it's a surprise how many of these folks that Tattoo has picked up, and you got to just wonder, hey, it's Tattoo. You're going to go play for someone. Why not play with the GOAT, right? Play for the GOAT, I should say.
Nunez with 2 assists, and Tattoo's always been a great recruiter, and that really is.
It is. You're absolutely right. I mean, when Tattoo was the head coach, they would frequently bring in maintain relationships.
Let's hear it.
And does a nice job of bringing in new talent. So
Tattoo, the head coach of Mesquite, but a couple of other legends assisting him, Sagu and Mick Stavro. So there's a real Sidekicks flavor to the Mesquite Outlaws. There's no denying that. And I think everybody was kind of wondering how this would work with 2 indoor teams in the Metroplex. I mean, we've seen the Sidekicks. They folded twice, basically.
Yeah, that's
once
right.
for an 8-year span and once for just 1 season. So how are you going to support 2 teams? Well, they got a pretty good crowd here at Mesquite for this opening game.
They have a great crowd, and Tattoo told me before the game, if he could have had a situation where he could have driven to his opponent's games, he does not like to fly, he said.
He's a white knuckler on the airplane, that's for sure.
And so it's a dream for these guys, and there's rumors of other teams coming into the Metroplex, and I don't think anybody on the field will be opposed to it, and certainly GM for the Sidekicks and the Outlaws, Michael Hitchcock, is thrilled with having both these teams here.
It's an interesting dynamic as the birth of a rivalry begins here tonight at Mesquite Arena, where they're playing indoor soccer for the first time. They have played arena football, indoor football here. They've had a couple of teams, but not indoor soccer until tonight. And the Outlaws off to a good start, up 6-3 in the early stages of the fourth quarter. O'Dwyer has it for the Sidekicks. Felipe lets it carry him off the wall, then plays it to the top of the arc. A shot goes wide right. Comes out to Hernandez.
That was a great setup there by Freddie Mugin, just kind of with the defender on his back. Cardenas just pushes it out to Lipe with the shot. And I think, as you'll see, as Lipe gets more experience, he's going to bury those in the future.
Quintana from the yellow line takes a shot from distance, just off the frame. The Outlaws still struggling to get it clear. This is De Leon, who has 2 goals, finding Powell. Powell back heels it, but there's nobody there for the Outlaws. And here comes Dallas. Cardenas gets the block off the right foot of O'Dwyer.
And Billy O'Dwyer impressed me in preseason. There you go.
Diving save. As once again, we see Eduardo Cortez answer the bell.
Yeah, and Lipe there, you can see how quick he just moves the ball. He just decided to go right there and took that shot. I mean, just so fast. And that's really crucial in indoor. And a lot of that, I think, comes from his futsal background, Pete.
We saw the Sidekicks play futsal in the offseason. They hosted an event at the Allen Event Center. They looked good playing futsal.
Yeah, they really did. It's similar traits.
That ball just did deflect away from the goal thanks to Eduardo Cortez reaching out that left hand.
What a great save, man. I mean, he just got just enough of a piece of that again, made that save look extremely easy. Nice goaltending.
Sidekicks are getting what they want in terms of possession, but still they trail 6-3. We're nearly 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you wonder if Tattoo here is like, okay, go ahead, play with the ball in your half of the field, because we're up 6-3 at this point. So it's interesting. The chess pieces are very fascinating in this game.
And with the lead, the Sidekicks can just drop back defensively. They don't have to pressure the ball.
Yeah, the Outlaws are very happy. You can see they're in a shape. They're just maintaining a shape, and it's almost like it's a power play in a way.
Aguayo sends it inside the yellow line. Was maybe hoping to work a give and go there, but Evo sends it across to the left wing side. Evo gets it back now. Couldn't trap it initially, and then sends it out of play over the corner glass. It's been a pretty entertaining opening night of indoor soccer here at Mesquite Arena.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it really has. It's fun, and with all the back and forth and the rivalry, I mean, it's just couldn't script it more beautifully.
We saw some great end-to-end action there in the first half.
Indeed.
Aligwe and the referee Cruz battling for possession, and he has it from Mesquite. O'Dwyer goes to the ground to take the ball away. O'Dwyer finds his target, Cameron Brown, and Brown is veered away from the goal. That'll be a blue card.
Great defensive work there by Billy O'Dwyer. He's played some of the best soccer I've seen this preseason. He's really come on. He's playing at a new level. And then he sent that ball long to Cameron Brown. Beautiful job there by Cameron, drawing the foul.
Just under 12 minutes remaining. The clock's still running here at Mesquite Arena. The officials have play held up. We're down to 11:40. I think they're trying to get the officials' attention here.
Right. Yeah, Jamie Lovegrove's trying to talk them out of the direct shot here. I think it's going to work.
This will be Mugen for the Sidekicks.
Oh, and then the
Lovegrove gets a yellow?
Yeah, a yellow for dissent. He just took way too long. So we'll get 2 minutes for dissent there.
Lovegrove still talking. Jesse Yamas has come all the way across the field and into the referee crease. That's a no-no.
Yeah, I don't know what Jesse was telling.
I think they might be complaining that the clock's been running.
Oh, okay.
Stopped at 11:09.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. The stop never clocked, or the clock never stopped.
We'll see whether or not they
sort that. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, now they're showing 11:45. Dallas. Well, I thought they were signaling for somebody to be sent into the penalty box for Dallas for Yamas coming onto the field like that. But it's Mike Jones who's going in for the Mesquite Outlaws. Oh, pardon me, that's Vic Moore Leagueway.
So Leagueway got the initial 2 minutes for tripping. Jamie Lovegrove 5 minutes for descent.
Here comes the free kick. And a big save.
Wow.
And the rebound is corralled as well by Eduardo Cortez, who's having quite a debut with the Outlaws tonight.
Absolutely impressive. My goodness. I mean, that was a point-blank shot. Very difficult. And Freddie Mugin knows how to put those balls away, too, in that situation. Really, really impressive from Cortez.
This is R.J. Lovano. He won't need any pressure until he gets to the yellow line. Plays it to Lipe on the left wing, taken away, and the Outlaws will just send it all the way down. Gamboa to Lovano. That's out of play. Well over the corner glass. With 10:59 to play in the fourth, and the Outlaws leading 6-3.
No quit in the Sidekicks tonight. You can tell it's personal.
Shane Butler's our senior referee. Manuel Ortiz Jr. the referee. The assistant referee is Trent McCauley. And the fourth official is Brent Brownell. Less than 11 minutes remaining. The Outlaws on top 6-3.
And good officiating tonight here, Pete. I mean, they've done a nice job. There's been a few times where players have kind of lost their temper a bit, and they've been able to corral them back in.
Have not had a goal since Benning scored at 11:46 of the third for Mesquite, giving the Outlaws a 6-3 lead. We're down under 11 minutes now. Here come the Sidekicks. Evo on the attack. Plays it to the right wing boards for Brown. Back to Evo. Lovano takes a shot. Evo with a one-timer. Sails one out of play.
Evo, I don't think I've seen Evo take this many shots in a game in his career. I think is he up to 6 now?
Yeah, he's happy to see some of those guys and know there's more shots for him now.
Right. Exactly. Former SMU Mustang. Yeah, he leads the Sidekicks. Freddie Mugin has 4, and Lipe has 4 shots on goal as well.
Sidekicks once again moving in on the Outlaws, who have just settled in defensively, protecting a 3-goal lead with 10:20 to play. Lovano has it on his left foot, plays it out to the wing for Mugin, back to Lovano. Evo with a one-timer, put it in front, and it gets covered up by Cortez.
Yeah, a tough break there. Evo, he found Freddie Mugin, but unfortunately caught it in the gut.
David in the corner, and he's been so good in the corners throughout the course of his career. Out to Brown, shadowed by Cortez as he crosses halfway, leaves it for Lovano. Brown, back to Lovano. Evo to the left wing, approaching the 9.5-minute mark. Sidekicks trying to cut in to a 6-3 deficit. Evo with a left-footed shot. That goes wide right. Cardenas has it for the Outlaws. Mesquite moving in on the counter-attack. This is a Leagueway. Not able to get into the area as he lost possession, turned it over to the Sidekicks.
Nice tracking back there by Lipe. That's what you got to do in this game. Good job getting back on defense to stop that ball from the Leagueway. Leagueway wide open.
Cortez with distribution right up the middle for a Leagueway, and it gets poked away from Vic Moore. The former Sidekick has it taken away by O'Dwyer, and O'Dwyer looks like a whole different player this year.
He really does.
He's really coming into his own.
Yeah, he's just confident. Just looks like a different guy.
Gets pushed down here. drawing the contact.
Yeah,
That's the fourth on Ramirez.
Yeah, with the departures of many of the veterans we're talking about, it's interesting to see. Maybe some of these veteran Sidekicks players we've seen for a long time will get an opportunity now to really shine.
Mujin with that free kick. It gets chased down in midfield by Piedra. Another shot from distance. This one goes wide right. And the Sidekicks are forced to take some of these shots because the Outlaws are just playing back with a 6-3 lead in 8.
Going to stop whatever's being shot at them, and a lot of them, frankly, haven't been on target.
Well, Cortez deserves all the credit, but you got to believe that Sagu has had an influence on him.
Yeah, it's a great point. Great point. One of the best in indoor.
Powell trying to fend off Quintana. Cortez now out beyond his own yellow line. Plays it to the feet of De Leon, who has scored twice for the Outlaws tonight. Rio to Jones, to Ellis. Ellis for so long was the Sidekicks' sixth attacker. We'll have to see who they go with because we're almost to that point with 7:53 to play. The Sidekicks are down 3. Early.
Yeah, we have indeed, and it's one of those. It always kind of makes me scratch my head because Juan Gamboa is such a good player in the field. I always kind of wondered. And Cody Ellis hates playing sixth attacker.
It's a chore.
It is. He hates it.
Cardenas to Jones, to David. David will play this one all the way back to Cortez. Finds De Leon. O'Dwyer's there to get the steal for the Sidekicks. Playing it back to Segura. O'Dwyer ends up with his on the seat of his pants between the two benches.
Yeah, I drew the tripping foul there, I think. You just see he's active. He's around the ball.
De Leon picks up his second foul. Lipe has it in neutral territory, fronted by David. Plays it to Segura. Lipe back to Gamboa. You mentioned he's good with his feet.
Yeah.
Sidekicks remaining patient. We're down to 7:05 remaining in the fourth. Dallas is down by 3 goals, trailing 6-3. 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Evo switches it to the left side and gets poked away. Gamboa well out of his goal. If the Outlaws can get possession, Gamboa will be forced to retreat in a hurry. Gamboa still hanging out near the center circle as Lipe cuts right, takes a shot just over the crossbar. Out to Powell. Off the chest of Gamboa, who did a nice job retreating and still protecting the frame.
He did. He just anticipated that, went back and got it with his chest. Wily move. A bit saucy.
I think you're right. I think Gamboa is in here basically as the sixth attacker.
Looks like it.
Played up to the top of the arc. Back to Gamboa, pushing forward.
And
goes to the yellow line, and he's going to get in the scorebook with a shot. This one sails high over the goal with 6:04 to play in the fourth quarter. It remains Mesquite 6, Dallas 3. The NASL podcast is back for the 2019-2020 season. We hope you'll join us as we talk to players, officials, and coaches from across the league and take you behind the scenes of the NASL. Check out NASLsoccer.com to listen to past episodes and subscribe to the official NASL podcast on Apple Podcast. NASL TV, catch every game each week on the league's official streaming home, NASL.tv. You can get the latest news on the NASL and your favorite teams if you follow NASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and NASL Arena on Twitter.
And Juan Gamboa on that last shot, he told me he likes to play out in the field. When he plays outdoor in the off season, he actually plays in the field, and he prefers it.
Yeah, he's never been bashful about moving out of his area, and he's always been a great distributor.
Yep.
And that's something Cortez will learn for the Outlaws as time goes on. The importance of distribution from that position, especially here in the indoor game.
And that's one thing Cortez. We haven't seen him bring the ball up a whole lot. I think Tattoo covets quite a bit. I think Tattoo prefers his players to bring it up, not so much the goalie. Whereas I think Simone Moses is perfectly happy with his goalie.
He is, absolutely. He wants Gamboa. He told me he wanted Gamboa to be the guy that handles the ball the most. 22 shots for each team, but the Sidekicks have all 5 shots in the fourth quarter as the Outlaws have opted to play back and just defend, leading 6-3 with 6 minutes to play. David dispossessed by Evo, but David then trips up Evo, and the Sidekicks will get a free kick.
R2 Evo having a great game, just very active, tracking back. Here's our answer. 6th attacker, RJ Lovano now.
Lovano wearing the 6th attacker jersey. Settles it. Gets it to Aguayo. Back to Lovano. To the left wing side. Lovano at the point. Plays it to the corner. Left-footed shot for Evo. Comes back in his direction. David not able to get it away from him. Ellis clears it out to midfield. Lovano settles it for the Sidekicks, who trail by 3 with 5:17 to play.
Evo's shot was blocked, but he actually did a nice job of deflecting it so the ball wouldn't go down.
Put in front, and that one eventually gets through for a goal. And the Sidekicks make it 6-4.
Yeah, and Cortez caught that one. I think he caught.
Ray Aguayo gets credit for the goal with 5:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Sidekicks have now scored 3 of the last 5 goals, but trail 6-4 with 5:07 to play.
Yeah, nice 6th attacker goal there. RJ set him up perfectly. And Cortez, again, one of those things, you don't often get the rebound bouncing around in outdoor. It's going to be an adjustment for him.
No doubt. Aguayo scores with a 6th attacker on at 9:54. And the Sidekicks are now out shooting Mesquite 23-22, and they have all 6 shots in the fourth quarter. Less than 5 minutes remaining now. The Outlaws down by 2. Find Vic Moore. Marked by Aguayo. Back to Jones. To Ellis. Cardenas has it on the right side. Cardenas on the run now. Inside the yellow line. Off the roll into the area. Allegre going for the header. It's to Ellis. He misses wide right with a one-timer. He's able to get it to Lovegrove on the left wing. Back to Ellis. Ellis tees it up, faces goal, but goes square to Lovegrove. The Outlaws regroup. Lovegrove takes a shot. A diving save by Gamboa. Sent back to Gamboa. Not able to clear it. Brown controls his own end for the Sidekicks. Jones is there for Mesquite. He gets pushed down by Cameron Brown.
And Jones, I think, sold that pretty well because he's a big man. He doesn't usually fall that easily. Right. He knew Cameron Brown was right on his back.
Ellis with a blast. It's blocked. Then it goes across the face of goal. Lovegrove has it. Takes a shot. Gamboa with a save. Allegre with a shot. Just missed. That was trying to control the rebound, being marked by Quintana.
Well, it's just a shooting gallery back there right now. Lovegrove, Ellis, Allegre, shot after shot after shot. And Juan Gamboa coming through once again.
Free kick coming up for the Outlaws with 3:46 to play. The Outlaws lead 6-4. Lovegrove just sends this one all the way back to Cortez. Cardenas back to Cortez, sent into space dangerously, and Brown has it for the Sidekicks. Dallas down by 2 with 3.5 minutes remaining. Aguayo has possession. The sixth attacker is back on. It's Lovano wearing the sixth attacker jersey. They already have one goal with the sixth attacker. Aguayo scored that goal. Cardenas wins the ball from Mesquite and comes in the counterattack, sending it toward an open goal, but it misses wide left, and Ligwe will put it away.
Easiest goal, Vic Moore Ligwe. Empty net.
The more established Dallas Sidekicks by 3. Jorge De Leon has scored 2 goals. Jamie Lovegrove, Sean David, Mitchell Cardenas, Clark Denning, and now Vic Moore Ligwe with goals for the Outlaws.
Yeah, the Sidekicks just got trapped on that one. They were too far up. Nothing R.J. Lovano could do about that one in the sixth attacker role.
Cardenas now with a goal and an assist. 3 minutes remaining. Outlaws up 7-4. The Ligwe scoring against the sixth attacker. So Dallas has scored with the sixth attacker and conceded a goal with the sixth attacker. We're down to the final 2:40. The Outlaws on top 7-4. The Sidekicks with possession. This is Evo to Lovano. Lovano looking left, goes right to Aguayo. Aguayo stands with the ball back to Lovano. 2:20 remaining. Outlaws up 7-4. Sidekicks need 3 to tie, and this one is chipped over the boards out of play.
Yeah, and Freddie Mugin, that you wonder if that's one of those, hey, he was going to chip it off the wall and just, oops, it's a half wall.
Remember, they don't have the glass there. Sent down to Lovegrove. Near the referee crease, Lovegrove draws a crowd, and Evo wins it for the Sidekicks, gets it to Cameron Brown, going back to Evo, but Jones is there defensively from Mesquite. The Outlaws leading by 3 goals with 1:54 to play. Sidekicks trailing 7-4. Nice save made by Cortez. He's been brilliant in his debut for the Outlaws.
Absolutely brilliant save there. Lipe again moving left and right. The quick shot. I saw him shoot in preseason, both left and right footed. He seems to be ambidextrous.
Sidekicks maintaining possession along the boards. Aguayo has it. Back to Lovano. Blocked by Cardenas. That is sent out of play with authority by Jamie Lovegrove.
I think Jamie was hoping for the miracle bounce on the open goal there.
Mesquite now out shooting Dallas 25-23 for the game. We're down to 1:15 remaining, and the Outlaws lead 7-4. Dallas will get a free kick from the top of the penalty arc with the sixth attacker. A chance to make it a 2-goal game. Lovano plays it to his left, and that's a goal!
There's the first goal from rookie Lipe.
Lipe right. With 1:14 to play.
RJ set that up nice. He just slid it across to him, and Lipe, nice move, a little cut there. Brought it to his right foot, back in the net.
Did not miss the target.
No, beautiful job. And I think as he gets more of a feel for the game, Pete, I think as he gets kind of settled down, you see him kind of getting knocked off the ball a little bit. We saw that early in Vic Moore Leagueways.
Landon Donovan can relate to that.
Yeah.
Lovegrove moving in, puts it in front for Mesquite, but nobody there to finish. The Outlaws win possession back. This is De Leon, who scored the first 2 goals of the game for the Outlaws. It's poked away from him. Mugin has it on his left foot. Back to Lovano with the 6th attacker, 43 seconds remaining. Dallas trails by 2, 38 seconds remaining. They don't have a lot of time to work with here. They need 2 goals.
Yeah, they need to just shoot here.
Down to a half minute. Finally sent inside the area, and the Outlaws control as Cortez has full possession of it, gets it to Cardenas, to Lovegrove. He bats it across the pitch to the right wing side. Mesquite just needing to kill the next 14 seconds. They lead by 2 goals. They're up 7-5. Sidekicks might get one more chance. Down to the final 5 seconds. Turn and a shot from Mugin, and the clock will stop with 2 seconds remaining.
Right down to the wire, no quit at all in these Sidekicks.
But the Mesquite Outlaws are going to win their first game in the MASL, defeating the Dallas Sidekicks. The Outlaws win their inaugural game, defeating Dallas 7-5. An impressive performance after they fell behind when Cameron Brown scored in the opening 125. But then De Leon scored twice. Lovegrove and David scored, and the Outlaws took a 4-1 lead. They never looked back. Brown would score again, even strength at 13:51 of the second, to make it a 2-goal game at halftime. But Mitchell Cardenas rifles in a shot to make it 5-2 Outlaws 3 minutes into the third, and the Sidekicks were chasing the game from there on out. Arthur Evo made it 5-3 with a goal at 3:31 of the third, but former sidekick Clark Benning, assisted by Ramon Nunez, pushed the lead back to 3 for the Outlaws with a goal at 11:46 of the third. The Sidekicks would not score until Ray Aguayo tallied at 9:54 of the fourth with the 6th attacker. Then Vicmore Ligwe scored against the 6th attacker. Dallas would add one more goal to make it 7-5, and that was our final score tonight as Lipe scored that final goal off a from the top of the arc. Lipe assisted by Lovano at 13:45. So with the 6th attacker, 3 goals scored. Dallas had 2 of those, and their former teammate Vicmore Ligwe scored against the 6th attacker. And the Mesquite Outlaws come away with a victory in front of a really nice crowd at Mesquite Arena in the first ever MASL game here. Now they'll play a rare Wednesday matinee game. The Mesquite Independent School District will have about 3,000 people here to watch that game.
Yeah, really interesting that draw there. 11, I think it's 11 a.m. is the game. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time next Wednesday. So these guys, great game tonight. And, you know, you just got to love this matchup, this rivalry. You can see it percolating. You see the players, the level of play between these two teams. And, you know, we got 3 more to look forward to between these guys.
Playing with a 6-3 lead most of that fourth quarter. Dallas played back defensively. They got outshot in the fourth period 8-3. Both teams end up with 25 shots in this game, but it's the Mesquite Outlaws who come away victorious tonight in the birth of a rivalry. The Outlaws down the Sidekicks 7-5. A highly entertaining game here for the opening game of the season for both these teams, and the first ever game for the Mesquite Outlaws.
Yeah, and a great job, great time. You know what? If you're an indoor soccer fan, if you're not an indoor soccer fan, if you're in Mesquite, you need to come out and watch these games. These are great games, and you can see some of the guys. Lipe really stood out. I thought he's got some development to do yet, Pete. But you can tell there's some definite talent there. And boy, how about Eduardo Cortez in goal for the Outlaws? My goodness, that what an impressive game he had.
So if you had to pick an MVP for the game, who would it be?
I got to go with Cortez, which is interesting because you know, he doesn't score any of the goals, but frankly he stopped so many. Did a really nice job, and you know, Jamie Lovegrove got on the scoring sheet again. The typical Cameron Brown. Cameron looks like maybe he's back. He last season he struggled at times. I think coming back from his knee injury.
I don't know that he was ever 100%.
I agree with that, Pete, and you know, he's back. Arthur Evo, wow! I mean, what a game he had, shot after shot. I think at the end, you could see some fatigues. His shots were not on target necessarily. And then, man, Mitchell Cardenas, this defender for the Outlaws, the guy that has really impressed me in preseason as well as tonight. Boy, that Outlaws team is stacked at defense.
By the way, Gamboa finishes the night with 13 saves for the Sidekicks tonight, so he was under a tremendous amount of pressure. But I think you're right. I think the Outlaws goalkeeper was equally impressive. Eduardo Cortez making the 10 saves tonight. The number doesn't tell the whole story, though. I think the Sidekicks are going to be somewhat happy, but it's an all too familiar story for the Sidekicks. They played their style of indoor soccer, but they lose by 2 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. They lost. But, I think it's the beginning of a great rivalry for sure.
So it's the first of 4 meetings. We hope you'll be with us throughout the season for both the Mesquite Outlaws and the Dallas Sidekicks on MASL TV.
there.